Hello, students. Hope you all are well. So, in today's session, we start a new topic that is tuples. The previous topic that we already completed, it was list. So, in today's session, we learn about introduction, why tuples are immutable, creating and accessing tuples, and traversing tuples. If any student is new to my channel, please subscribe my channel to get more videos. First is introduction of tuples. So Python tuple is what dear? So Python tuple is a collection of objects separated by commas. A tuple is similar to the Python list in terms of indexing, nested objects, and repetition. But the main difference between both is Python tuple is immutable like the Python list which is mutable. Now, what is the meaning of mutable and immutable? Mutable is that can change. Immutable is that cannot change. Okay. So tuple can store any type of values and tuple represent in parentheses, in a round brackets, you can say that. Okay. So it is quite similar to list. If you learn list before tuple, so it is very easy for you to understand the concept. Okay. Why tuple is immutable, students? So, unlike Python list, tuple are immutable. Some characteristics of tuple in Python. Okay. What all are that? Like list, the tuples are ordered and we can access their element using their index value. Then list also, we can and access the element using the index values. We cannot update tuple item once it is created. Okay. Tuples cannot be appended or extended, but list can be. Okay. We cannot remove items from a tuple. It is created. Once it is created, we cannot remove any item from a tuple. So, students, a simple language we can understand that we can create a tuple simply. There is no problem in that. We can access the element also. We can use the index values also, but we cannot update items to a tuple. Okay, once it is created. So tuple cannot be appended or extended. You can say that. We cannot remove items from a tuple. Okay, it is not possible. Next, this is an example of a tuples student. What is this? This is my empty tuple. This is a tuple of numbers. This is a mixed tuple in that some integers values are there, some float values are there. Okay. This is what? This is a tuple of characters. This is a tuple of strings. Again, this is a mixed tuple. You can see that one character is there, one integer value is there, one float value is there, and one string is there. So you can define tuple according to your requirement. If you want an integer tuple, then simply you can declare it. If you want a string tuple, then you can declare it. Okay. Now we can see some ideally code. Okay. Like this is my tuple. I print this tuple. Now if I just want to check the type of T, so I check the type of T, so it is tuple. Okay, what is this? X comma Y comma Z is equal to 3 comma 6 comma 7. So 3 is in a X, 6 is in a Y, 7 is in a Z. So when I print X, Y and Z, so it is a simple integer value because it is a multiple assignment concept. But if you can write C is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 5 students, then it created tuples automatically. Okay, like this. Is it clear? Okay, let's check this code on ideally student. So this will give you a better understanding. Let's start. I am having one tuple students. Okay, so I print this normally. If I just want to check type of this tuple, we use the type function. So it is tuple, no problem. If I write x comma y comma z is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 5, Simply, this is a concept of multiple assignment. 3 is assigned in X, 4 is assigned in Y, 5 is assigned in Z. Now, if I am writing like this, 3, comma 4, comma 5, simply, and now if I print C, so this is a tuple. So you can create tuple like this also. If you just want to check the type of this, students, so it is simply a class tuple we are having. Okay. So student, hope this concept is clear to you. So students, how tuples are immutable? Let's check this concept, student. So if you have one tuple and if you just want to insert any element, any new element at a particular position, so that is not possible in tuples. Okay, it shows an error. The tuples object does not support item assignment. But if you can create the same name tuple and add some element in that, so that new fresh tuple created, that doesn't mean that we can add an element in this. No. Okay, that create a fresh tuple. You can check the ID also. So this will give you a better idea because this create a fresh tuple. This is not your old one. Okay, we check this concept on IDLE students. Let's start. Let's start with this, students. Like this is my simple tuple I'm having. I'll just check the ID of this tuple first using the ID function. Okay. Now, if I just want to add one element in this, okay, it shows an error. The tuple object does not support the assignment. Okay. If I'll create one more tuple with the same name, with same element, 3, 5, 2, 6, 7 and 8 I am having here. So I add one new element in my tuple. Okay. But some student get confused, ma'am, it is working. I add one new element. No. Here you are not adding any element is this. This create a new fresh tuple with the same name. If you just want to check this, you can check the ID of this tuple. So you see, this tuple stored at the different address and this tuple stored at the different address. Okay. So that's what? That this is a separate tuple. This T is not same. Okay, students. So any doubt in this, then you can comment us. Okay, students. Now next we are having creating tuples. Now how we can create tuples, students? So we can create tuple in many ways. Okay, we have so many methods here. To create a tuple, put number of expression parentheses. Okay, you can use round brackets to indicate that start and end of the tuple and separate the items by commas. So we can use round bracket also. Without bracket also we can create tuples. We can use tuple constructor. Constructor is what? This is a new word for all of you. Understand in a simple language, this is a function, tuple function. So you can create single element tuple also. One by one we discuss all students. Here it is using round brackets. So this is a simple way how we can create tuple using the round bracket, students. Okay. Using comma separated. What is the meaning of comma separated? Or you can say that without bracket. Okay. So what is that, students? See, because this is also a comma separated. This is also a comma separated. But in this bracket is not there. So if you are not using brackets, then also it is a tuple. Okay. Um, some student get confused, ma'am. What is the data type of this T? This is also a tuple, students, because here I'm not using bracket. So please don't get confused in this. Next, using tuple constructor, or you can say that a tuple function. Creating a tuple using the tuple constructor. This is also a simple method, students. T is equal to tuple. Okay. Now see, in the bracket, I am passing one list. So this list is converted into a tuple. Okay. Now T is what? T is my tuple. You can see the output also, student. Okay. If you just want to create an empty tuple, students, so creating an empty tuple means what? T is equal to this. Okay. Normally. So if you print T, this is an empty one, students. Okay. Next, we are having students a single element tuple. That is a very important point. If you write T is equal to 10 normally, okay, so that is an integer, not a tuple. If you want to create a single element tuple, then this comma is compulsory here. Okay. In the single element tuple 10 you write, then you put comma, then only it considered as a tuple. Okay. If you write normally 10, then it considered as a integer. Okay, students, any doubt in this? Then please comment us. What if we do not use comma? Then the same thing. If you write t is equal to 10, this is an integer, not a tuple. Okay, this is an integer, not a tuple. Now next we are having student tuple packing. What is the meaning of tuple packing? See, previously I explained you, if you write a comma b comma c is equal to 11 comma 12 comma 13. So this is a multiple assignment. Simply you receive output that a is equal to 11, b is equal to 12, c is equal to 13. This is not a tuple. But if you just want to create a tuple with this, you can pack all the values, you can pack all the variables in a parenthesis like this. So now this created a tuple. So this is a simple way, student, by which we can create our tuples according to our requirement. Okay, students, let's see all the method of creating, and ideally also this will give you better understanding. Now, if I just want to create a tuple using a round bracket, then simply I write this, okay, and then I print t. Okay, so this is a tuple. So if you just want to check the type, then this is a normal tuple. If I'm writing like this, okay, without parenthesis, without any bracket, this also a tuple. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you just want to check the type, then also this will give you better understanding. This also a tuple. Okay. Next, if I just want to use a tuple function or tuple constructor, you can see that. And in this, you are passing any list or any other sequence. So what's that? This list convert into a tuple. Simply, you can check the type also, students, like this. Okay, if you just want to create an empty tuple, students, so simply you can create. You can check this also. This is also a tuple we are having. Okay, student. Next, we are having, student, a single element tuple. This is a very important, students. If you are writing t is equal to 10. Okay, and now if I just want to print t, okay, so it's printed. Now if you just want to check the type of t, students, so this is a tuple. But if you write t is equal to 10 only without a comma, and when you print this, okay, and when you check the type of this, so it is integer. It is not a tuple. Okay. So when you print it, then it is simply printed. Okay. In the previous one, it printed in the form of tuple, student. Okay. Now next, the last one, we are having a tuple packing. If I write a comma b comma c is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30, the multiple assignment concept, and now I pack this in the form of tuple, students, that a comma b comma c. Now this is a tuple I am having. Okay, simply I write print t. Okay, and if you just want to check the type of this, then you can check it like this. Okay, so this is the way how we can create a tuple. There are so many ways by which you can understand this, students. Okay, student, next we are having, students, a long tuple. Long tuple means what? If there are so many elements, then we can enter elements in several lines. So this concept is known as a long tuple, students. Okay, let's check this. Like here, T is equal to students. Okay, now see, give some element in this. Any element you can enter. Okay, any element you can enter, students. Okay, again I enter some random elements. Now after this, automatically comes to the next line, students. So this is a concept of a long tuple. And when you print this, this is my tuple in the parenthesis. Okay. If you just want to check the type, students, then also you can see this is a tuple. Okay. When so many elements are there, so you can enter in a several lines. There is no problem in that case. Okay, students. Next, we are having students a nested tuple. What is nested tuple? We learn nested list also. What is the meaning of nested? That means tuple within a tuple is called a nested tuple, a simple one. Okay, like this is my A1. Okay, 1, 2, 5 is there, and this is a one more tuple. This is a nested tuple concept here. If you print A1, 2, so 0, 1, 2, 5 is there. If you print A1, 3, this one. So 3 is, see, the position is what in the nested one? This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this entire is a 3 here. Okay, this entire is what? This entire is a 3 here. Okay, students, and this is a 4 one. So, how it works, student? If I print A3, so this is a complete 3 position. But if you just want to print a 22 or 33, a separate value, so for third position, this is 0, 1, 2. So 22 is what? Or 33 is what? 3, 2. That means third position is this, then 0, 1, 2. This is the concept of a nested tuples, student. Okay, students? Now, students, you can see I create one tuple A1, 1, comma 2, comma 5, okay, then 11, 22, 33, then comma 6 I am having. Okay, simply. So if I print A1, 2, it is there. If I print A1, 3, the entire value is a third position. If you just want to print a separate value, then you can print like this. So it is 22. Okay, so this is the concept of a nested tuple, student. Next, we are having creating tuple from existing sequence. Means from a list, from a string, or from a tuple. So this I explain it to you in the previous one, but there is only one example in that case. Here I am having so many examples for all of you. So I am writing here tuple 3, comma 4, comma 5. So this list is converted into a tuple simply. If you are writing here tuple, this is my string. Okay, this is my simply string. So this again, the every character of the string is a separate element of a tuple. Okay, if you are writing here tuple, okay, here so many strings are there like this. So this create a tuple in this way. If you have already a tuple, students, this is also a tuple normally. Okay, so this is the way how you can create your tuple from the existing sequence, student. Now use eval functions to enter any tuple. Okay, what is the meaning of this, student? This is again a simple thing. If I am writing, students, okay, here A is equal to tuple, then enter your values. Okay, simply I write it here. Okay, using the input function, I can input this. Okay, now when I print A here, then what happened? First I save this. And now when I run this, students, it is there, enter your values. Okay, I enter Python. So what is that? This convert my input into a tuple, that is okay, but the separate characters. I don't want like this. Okay, I just want that whatever input I'll just enter, I want that converted, and I just want that is in the same way. I get it. Okay, not like this. Okay, so how it is, students, if I'm writing here one more thing, suppose that I run this again, and here I'm giving some value 21, 24, 12. So it is like this. No, I don't want like this. Okay, students, I write here eval. Okay, simply. So what is the working of a eval function here? That evaluate your value. Okay, that evaluate your value. Whatever you enter here, suppose that you enter here a list. So you get list. If you enter here let's run this again, students. Okay, if you enter here any string, then you get your string simply. Okay, it's not like that you can get your value in this way. Okay, students, so this is the benefit of a eval function. Now, how to access element from the tuple? Okay, this is again a very simple way, students. You can access using the indexing. So, like list, we are having the same concept here, the positive or the negative indexing. If we give index out of the range while accessing individual element, Python will raise index error. Why and how it is? Let's check. Okay, here is a one tuple I am having 3, 4, 5, 1, 5. Okay, if I write here T0, it enters the value of T0. If I write here T minus 3, that's also not a problem. Minus 3 concept is there. But if I am writing here T9, it shows an error too. Okay, because 9 is not present in my tuple, this position is not there, so that's why it shows an error that out of index. Next we are having students traversing a tuple. Traversing a tuple means access all the elements or process all the elements. Okay, and we can use for loop for traversing a tuple, like list also. In list also we are using a for loop. In this also we are using a for loop in the concept of traversing. Okay, let's check one example, students, in this. Like I am having one tuple, t is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 4 I am having, and now I write for I in t. Okay, and then I am writing print I. Okay, simply. So what is in this, student? Basically, t is equal to 1 comma t 2 comma 3 comma 4. So the entire tuple is here. Okay. So when I run this, the one by one element is transferred to I. Okay, and print that element. If I'm using here a range function, then the position enter an I, not the element. Okay, this is the difference. So now let's run this program, students. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally printed all the elements like this, students. Okay. I hope these concepts are clear to you, students. If you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment section or you can mail us also, students. If you like my videos, do press the like button, students, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get the updates of my upcoming videos. Till then, keep watching, keep studying.